Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Melbourne City 2. We walk out of Combank with 1 point. Brad, talk to me, mate. How are we feeling?
I think right there at the end of the game, in the heat of the moment, I was pretty pissed, I'm sure. I imagine a lot of us were quite frustrated at the end of it.
And dejected.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've spoken to a lot of people already about Curse here and the referee performance, but I just want to talk about 10 games undefeated. That's really awesome. It's, the form we're in, we haven't been going this well for season 1, season 2, those kind of days. And to have the march before the game, to have the active really pumping, it really takes me back to 10 years ago when, we were the biggest club in the league with the best fans in the league, and it's starting to feel like that again. We've been talking about, how do we get the fans back? Do we clean out the board? We clean out the players, we get a new coach? No, we start playing well, and we're doing well, and the fans are coming back. It's really good to see.
I think we've come full circle. Like, all the things you've just mentioned have happened, and this is the final piece, which is the team's playing really well. Yeah. It's refreshing to get a positive outlook after a game like that, and I guess if we focus on the game itself, we jumped out of the blocks really early. Milanovic picks up 2 goals. Something to be proud about, I guess, when you walk out of the stadium.
Yeah, for sure, considering how well we played, how well Milanovic played. I think one of those goals was an own goal in the end, but still I think it's all his work. And I felt like the turning point was probably Gabriel Clerc's tackle, because I thought that was a clean tackle, and I thought Kirsty was getting in and saying, no, that's not the way we're going to play tonight. And I really think that changed the way we were playing, because we really had the
aggressive
sales, or whatever you call that. And that card, I thought, really changed momentum. And to be fair, I thought Melbourne City were probably the better team across the 90 minutes, and they probably deserved the point. But, I'd like to see a better replay about that offside call there at the end. And
the Antonson one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Panther put him. Yeah, Panther put him offside. But if we think about, obviously now, Auckland a draw, City a draw, Western we beat some of the top 4 sides, right? In your opinion, because we don't see you on the show every week, but in your opinion, title contenders?
Us?
Yeah.
I think on our day, yeah. I think on our day, we went over to Auckland. I think a draw was probably a fair reflection of the game, but I think we definitely had our chances. Western, we killed it last week. Who was the other one? The other draw? We beat Western United. Yeah, we beat Western.
We beat Western.
We've beaten Melbourne Victory in the top 4. We've beaten Adelaide. Probably should have beaten Sydney FC. Who else is in there? We beat Melbourne City earlier this season.
Yeah, 2-0.
We probably had our chances tonight to win it as well, but I still think a draw was a fair reflection. I think on our day, we definitely can win the whole thing, but Auckland, they're so far ahead of everyone else. Like, they're no standout, they're not smacking teams, but just I think they work so well as a team. And Corica, I think, has done a really good job. He's brought together a whole bunch of players and it's got them ticking really well.
I still don't think they're a Wanderers 2013 type team. Like, it's they're not quite there. But look, we take the positives out of today. We go up to Newcastle next Saturday. If we had a final comment or final words about, or to the team or to the fans about next weekend, what would it be?
Yeah, let's take, like we did all those years ago, let's take 10,000 up there. And subscribe to the A-League Couch Critics.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.